A very good afternoon. You're watching News9 with me, Akshita. Well, even as we are yet to come to terms with the 6-year-old's gang rape at Vipgyur High, another 7-year-old in the city has been raped by her neighbour's 28-year-old son in Sunkadakatte. The accused, identified as Srinivas, has been arrested by Kamakchipalia Corps and booked under IPC Section 376 and Sections 4 and 6 of POCSO. The victim's mother was employed as an ayah with a school. The accused, Srinivas, is a carpenter. My colleague Deepak joins us with more details. Of course, we'll get back to him for more on exactly what is taking place. We understand as of now that the man accused in this case has been taken into custody. Once again, we're joined in by my colleague Deepak from Sunkadakatte. Deepak, over to you. Take us through what we know about this shocker.
Akshita, I'm right now standing outside the school where the accused mother, that's Lakshmama, that is Srinivas's mother. Now she works here as an ayah. Now this is the Shantidama school. Now this is an aided school. Now there are 3 branches. One is very close to the place where we are standing. Now the incident which occurred, now that the accused mother, Srinivas's mother, works in this particular school. Akshita, this is an aided school as per the information that I've received. Just speaking to a few people here. Now the victim as well studies in the same school. She is in class 2 in this particular school. Now we spoke to the teacher. The Jagadamba was one of the teachers who clarified that this incident by no means has occurred anywhere in and around the school or in school. She has clarified this to us. Now she has said that this school makes sure that all the kids after the school's over at about 3:30 or 4 o'clock, make sure that the teachers or the ayahs appointed drop them off. Now this particular lady, Lakshmama, is not in charge of the cleaning or taking care of the children here. She used to come here to school to actually serve food to the kids in the afternoon. So that was her role in school. Now the teachers claim that once the students are dropped off, they're made to cross the road because it's quite a busy street here. They're made to cross the road. Once they cross the road, then the parents or somebody in charge takes care of them. Now, Lakshmama in particular here, as we know now, the victim's mother used to trust Lakshmama a lot because they were neighbors, and of course she used to come here to serve food. So both of them, the Lakshmama and the victim, at close proximity on a daily basis, and also being neighbors, she used to trust her, and she was the one who used to pick up the daughter and take her back and actually keep her safe. This was a usual routine which they followed. Now on this particular day, on the 27th, this was when Lakshmama on some work has gone out of the house at about 5 o'clock, and this incident took place about somewhere between 5 and 6:30. That's what we've got information. And the parents came to know only when they got to know that the child, when they saw the child, and there was some kind of injuries, and that's when they knew that there was something wrong, and they've taken them. They've taken the 7-year-old to the hospital. Now the medical reports of this is yet to be received. The police are waiting for this medical report. But in a swift action by the police, they have managed to nab Srinivas. They have booked him also under Sections 376 and 4 and 6 of the POCSO Act. So this is the particular place, Akshita, where both the accused mother, that is Lakshmama, that's Srinivas's mother, and the victim, they both, while the victim studies here in the class 2, Lakshmama has to come here as an ayah to actually serve food to all the students here, actually.
Right, Deepak, also any word on the child's condition? Do we know if she's been injured? What is her condition?
Yes, she did have certain injuries. Being a very little kid and undergoing such a traumatic experience, she did sustain injuries, but nothing, no danger as such to life, Akshita. She has been receiving medical treatment. And one more information that we have is that the BEO visited this place at about 45 minutes from now, before 45 minutes. So he as of now does not know a lot of information. He has seen the news flashing on various media channels, and then that's when he's come to this particular place. He will be going inside, he will be speaking to the teachers, and he will be giving a report on what exactly happened in a short while. So that is Mahesh, who's the BO of North. Now he is currently here, who's looking at the aspects of what exactly transpired in this Shantidama aided school, Akshita.
Right, Deepak, stay with us. We'll come back to you for more details. But a shocker coming to light there from Sunkatakatte, a woman, Lakshmama, who worked as an ayah. She served food in this particular school. Now, her neighbor is, of course, the victim's parents in this particular case. Was someone she trusted, was someone who, in fact, she spent a lot of time with. And that is why Lakshmama would, in fact, pick up this little girl every day from school and keep her at her home till her mother used to come and pick up the little girl. Now on 27th, it is understood that Lakshmama left home at about 5 p.m. Her son was at home, so she did not think that the little girl was in any sort of danger. Now between 5 and 6:30 p.m., this monster has gone ahead and raped the class 2 girl, the 7-year-old girl. The parents got home, and when they saw that the little girl was bleeding, they immediately went ahead and filed a police complaint. They are still awaiting a medical report in this particular case, and the BEO Mahesh has also visited the school and is currently gathering information on exactly what took place. Well, coming back to you, Deepak, what about the mother, Lakshmama? Has she gone ahead and made a statement? Has she also said that, yes, my son is guilty?
Not really, Akshita. No statements made from Srinivas or Lakshmama as of now. We'll have to wait what exactly they have to say about this. But they will be questioned. There will be investigation as to what exactly happened. Doesn't look like Lakshmama was a part of this entire drama, which or the heinous act which took place, because Lakshmama was a trustworthy person whom the victim's mother usually trusted as to safeguard her child. She usually whenever they used to go out, whenever she used to go for work, whenever the kid even had a holiday, that's when she used to always stay back in Lakshmama's house. So I think this was from what it looks like from now, it all looks like Srinivas is the one who has planned out this entire act. So that does not look like Lakshmama is involved. But however, this is just a speculation. The police will be investigating this. They will be looking into the aspect, because Lakshmama is the one who has been in contact time and again with the victim. She's the one who picks her up from school, takes her back home. She's the one who looks after the kid. Now, why Lakshmama was not at home when the incident happened? Where did she go? And did she abet this particular crime? These aspects will be looked into, but from what it looks like right now, it looks like Lakshmama was unaware that her son would go on to commit such a heinous act.
Right, Deepak, we understand that the incident took place on 27th July. If you could give us more details on when the police complaint was filed, when was Srinivas taken into custody?
Right now, we are yet to speak with the DCP. Akshita, we are just waiting that he's at a meeting. He's currently coming to the police station here at Kamakshi Palaya, and he will be providing all the information as to exactly when the parents actually went ahead and lodged a complaint. But they did know of the incident that day itself, because the kid did have certain kind of injuries. So we do think that they would have gone ahead and filed a complaint the very next day, because probably not that evening, considering the fact that she was injured, they would have probably rushed her to the hospital. But these are again speculations, Akshita. The DCP will be giving us a confirmation as to exactly when the complaint was filed and when exactly Srinivas was taken into custody. We will be bringing the updates on that as soon as we can, Akshita.
Right, Deepak, thank you so much for joining us with all those updates. So that's exactly what took place. 27 July is the day the little girl was in fact raped. She was picked up from school as usual by Lakshmama, who used to serve food in this school. This is of course the Shanti Dharma SLN aided school. Now Lakshmama had picked up the little girl, taken her home, and had in fact left the house to run some errand. She thought the child was safe with her son Srinivas. However, the man turned out to be a monster and went on to rape the little 7-year-old girl. When her parents came home and picked up the little girl from Lakshmama's house, that's when they realized that something was amiss, because the little girl was bleeding, and soon after they put the pieces together and realized that the little girl had been raped, went ahead and filed a police complaint, and the man has been taken into custody. Here's what the City Police Commissioner, Mr. M.N. Reddy, had to say about the incident.
A girl of about 7 years of age, who was in her ayah's house at that point in time, is alleged to have been raped by the ayah's son, who is 28-year-old. So we have already arrested the accused. Investigation will continue.
And also, of course, Additional Commissioner of Law and Order, Mr. Alok Kumar, also acknowledged this crime and said that necessary action has been taken.
A case of rape has been registered in Kamakshi Palia Police Station limit yesterday at around 9:30 hours. All senior officers, including me, we have visited the spot and spoken to the victim child. She is of 7 years of age and she is studying in 2nd standard. Her mother is working in a garment factory and she has appointed one ayah for taking her and dropping her at home. But normally the mother of the child, she comes around 4 o'clock. So for 1 hour she stays in ayah's house. So that on that unfortunate day when she was at ayah's place, the son of that ayah, he has committed this act. And we have immediately arrested that person, and now we'll take him to police custody and interrogate him if there is any previous conduct. That person is of around 28 years of age, named Sina, and he is a carpenter by profession. So if there is any other offense, we'll see. And right now the case has been registered under 376 and POCSO Act section 3, 4 and 9.
It's not just here in Bengaluru, but in another case, a man was arrested for raping his worker at Hebburu in Tumkur. The accused has been identified as 40-year-old Devraj. Devraj is accused of raping the victim repeatedly at his farm. He is said to have owned a farm, and the woman, the victim here, is said to have been working for Devraj in a particular farm. He went ahead and threatened her of dire consequences if she told anyone, and repeatedly raped her. And finally, the woman mustered the courage to go ahead and file a complaint against Devraj. He has been taken into custody, is what we understand. And in another incident in Bijapur, a 19-year-old has been raped by a 24-year-old man. The accused has been identified as Mobu Chauhan. A complaint has been registered against the accused, but Mobu Chauhan is absconding. Meanwhile, the victim has been admitted to the district hospital. And these two incidents have definitely led to a lot of anger. One in Tumkur, where a woman who worked under a farm owner was repeatedly raped by him, and he went on to threaten her. But she finally mustered the courage to go ahead and speak about the incident. And in Bijapur, a 19-year-old girl was victimized, and this time around a 24-year-old man was behind the act. Mobu Chauhan is currently absconding, while in Tumkur, the 40-year-old man Devraj has been taken into custody in Bijapur. The cops are still hunting for the accused. That's not all. Another incident has come to light, this time in Kolar, where a mentally challenged young woman has been allegedly raped by a 36-year-old. Marappa has been arrested by the jurisdictional police, is what we understand. Well, a Tanjavur District Court today delivered its verdict in the 2004 Kumbakonam school fire tragedy case, which claimed the lives of 94 school children and injured 18 others nearly a decade ago. Pronouncing the verdict, the court held 10 persons, including the school owner, headmistress and principal, guilty for the 2004 tragedy and acquitted 11 others for the lack of concrete evidence. Well, the school founder and owner has been sentenced to 10 years imprisonment, while the principal has received the harshest punishment. The principal has been handed a life imprisonment and has to cough up a fine of 47 lakh rupees. The school correspondent and cook have been sentenced to 5 years of imprisonment. Remember, the tragedy occurred on July 16, 2004, where a fire broke out in the school's kitchen, which was used to prepare midday meals for the children and then spread to the first floor due to the school's thatched roof. The tragedy claimed the lives of 94 children, all between the ages of 5 to 9. After preliminary investigation, it was found that the school teachers have abandoned the children stuck in the fire. My colleague Verghese joins us over the phone lines with more details. Verghese, 10 people held guilty and 11 others acquitted. Are the people of Kumbakonam happy? Are the parents happy with the verdict?
Well, there are mixed reactions with regard to the verdict, Akshita, but this particular case, in fact, took so long it took almost 10 years to give a verdict on it. And this particular incident happened at the Krishna English Medium School on July the 16th of 2004. Now, the school was functioning from a building that had a thatched roof, and this thatched roof is the reason why the fire spread when it started, and it killed 94 children, and it was considered as one of the worst disasters that in a school that has happened in Tamil Nadu. And at that time of the incident, around 200 children were under these thatched roof classrooms, and there was no particular fire safety or any other measures that were taken. A commission had been set up under Justice K. Sampath, and he noted that there was no emergency training given to the teachers to manage a disaster.